Ramana Maharshi's wisdom shines in talks with Sri Ramana Maharshi. This Ramana clip is from a longer video by me, Richard Clarke, as I comment. YouTube subtitles, their closed captions, are good. Turn them on and read along. Ramana continues, even when the world appears, see to whom it appears. Hold the substratum of the I. After that substratum is held, what does it matter if the world appears or disappears? Investigate this consciousness, even when you seem to see the world and individuals. Then notice that everything you perceive, the world and the individual, appear within this being and consciousness that are inseparable and at the base of everything. Anything you perceive or think about exists, even if only a mental object, and these are all known. Consciousness is the only knower. This being and consciousness is then the substrate of everything, at the base of everything. Inquiry is first noticing this substrate, this self, and then staying with this substrate instead of getting fascinated with all the objects that come and go within the substrate. Nomi says, considered in relation to all else, the self is the one substratum. So Ramana tells us to stay with the self. This is self-abidance. To one standing here as the self, what does it matter if something or everything appears or disappears? Things come and go, and who you are is changeless, never comes or goes. So abide as the self. Then what does the world even matter? Ramana says, hold the substratum. He is saying, hold to the self. My teacher Nomi says, holding refers to non-objective knowledge. This is deeper than any mental knowledge. This holding is not a thought, not even your very best thought. Non-objective knowledge comes from the self. The only way you can know this is to be the self. This is the entire aim of the practice. Ramana sums it up. The ayani takes the world to be real, whereas the yani sees it only as a manifestation of the self. The unrealized see themselves as separate beings acting within a separate external world. From this view, they immerse themselves with the joys and sorrows of everyday life and never find peace of mind that endures. The realized know that there is only the self. The self is all, and they are the self. How can they be any different from that which is all? So if there is a world, then it is within the self, within yourself. If there is no world, then it is within the self, within yourself. There is no difference between you and the world, and no difference between you and no world. So inquire, know the self. These videos help bring Ramana Maharshi's teachings into your direct experience. Subscribe now to help you deepen your understanding and practice to know the self. Just click the subscribe button.